I have an announcement to make.
Okay.
I watched anime.
I was okay. This is fucking weird, right? Because I was about to say, I'm the host for today. I'm hijacking this show. We're talking about anime because it's been a while since we had an anime title in one of our episodes.
You know what's crazy, Connor? I also watched anime.
Are you fucking for real?
Was it Chainsaw Man?
No, I watched.
okay.
I watched an anime film. Actually, I watched 2 anime films yesterday.
What is going on?
It's 2017
what is going
all
on?
over again.
What's
Holy
happened?
shit!
What's
I'm
happened?
having flashbacks.
Okay.
The good old days.
All right. How
What did
should
you
we do
watch?
this? How should we? I mean, I watched 3 shows.
Oh shit!
3
I watched
shows.
3 shows. I don't know how to start this discussion.
Wait. Let's go with Joey first
let's go with Joey
because
Okay.
because it's a rarity whenever I get to hear Joey
That's
talk
true.
about anime.
Joey doesn't talk about anime. And when he does, it's about some obscure shit that I don't fucking care about.
I like how every time Joey talks about anime, my first reaction is, "Really? Tell me everything,
Why
Joey.
is it
Tell
more
me
believable
everything."
that I'm watching anime than him?
Oh, you just
What are you, the YouTube comments?
All right, come on, tell me.
Okay, so I just on a whim, I think, because I was talking to my friend about the late Satoshi Kon, right? Easily one of the most like groundbreaking, influential, unique anime directors of all time. And I thought to myself, I was like, damn, I haven't watched a lot of Satoshi Kon in a while.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, all right, I'm probably going to try and find if there are any Satoshi Kon films on Netflix. So I had some time. The only one that Netflix Japan has is Millennium Actress.
I've heard that's good.
Brilliant film.
Which I was glad because I was like, I've seen Perfect Blue plenty of times to remember it. I've seen Paprika enough times. I've seen Tokyo Godfathers. Millennium Actress, though, I feel like I've only watched it once and it was like decades ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, perfect. I'll like refresh myself on Millennium Actress because I literally don't remember anything about it. Fucking brilliant film. Like, I know it wasn't a surprise because it's Satoshi. Wow. Biggest revelation, guys. Joey rediscovers that Millennium Actress is in fact a good movie.
Yeah.
But man, like rewatching that film just made me realize. I mean, for one, it came out in 2001. Can you believe that? It's a 22-year-old film.
I can
and
believe that
it's
because I have no idea what you're talking about.
And it still looks fucking incredible to this day.
Yeah, I mean, Millennium Match. I don't. You said about watching Satoshi Kon films. He's not made a bad film.
No, I mean, he's
Like-
only made 4.
Yeah, exactly. He's only made 4. The only thing arguable about him making a bad film is probably Dream Machine because he didn't
finish
because
it.
he didn't get to finish that. That's the closest he's come to making a bad film.
Can you imagine just having such a perfect filmography that your only bad entry is the one that you didn't finish because you died before it finished?
Bro,
What's he up to? Is he just like living off the wages of those 4
I know
films?
he's
dead.
He's dead.
Oh. I didn't know that.
He died like 10 years ago or
How
something.
old is he?
He was like in his 40s.
Yeah, he was
shit.
pretty young.
I think he died of like...
So I guess I know what he's up to then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He-
Not a whole lot.
We- what he's
I
up-
wondered, I was like, why is he doing 4? I
what
didn't
he's
know.
up to is nothing, unfortunately.
Okay, well-
But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he is one of the greatest tragedies in the anime industry because
See, I don't know anything about him. I just know that he made the films that people like.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
have you seen a Satoshi Kon film?
Yeah, I've seen
Perfect Blue?
Yeah, Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue,
I've seen
yeah.
Perfect Blue and I liked that one.
Right.
That was very good. I think I spoke about it on Trash Taste.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you
yeah.
did.
I
Yes.
really like that film. I didn't know he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then that
Unfortunately.
fucking sucks.
Unfortunately, like he is in all of anime history, probably one of the most talented directors and filmmakers to ever come out of Japan.
Oh, absolutely.
And he has made stuff that has not only like aged wonderfully.
I mean, Perfect
He
Blue.
was like years ahead of his time. He was so ahead of his time that Hollywood film directors has taken his ideas and some of his individual scenes and put them into their own Hollywood films.
I mean, there are literally like some scenes in Requiem for a Dream that are just a 1-to-1 copy of scenes from Perfect Blue.
yeah, exactly.
How did he die?
He died of prostate cancer.
I believe it's
Oh, fuck.
pancreatic cancer.
pancreatic
That's it.
cancer.
Jesus, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Millennium Actress is his second film, the one he did after Perfect Blue.
But that was his first film?
That was his first
That was his
film.
first film.
How do some people just wake up and just immediately hit? Like, they don't-
Oh,
they're
no.
like, I'm going to make a film and yeah, it's going to change
Yeah,
everything.
he literally
Yeah.
just woke up one day and was like, I'm going to make one of the greatest anime films ever.
I love people like, man, you got to train so hard to get like this man wakes up, he's like, I'm gonna make a film. It's gonna be bad.
Well,
I'm
he-
sure he trained a lot, but I'm
Yeah.
just joking. But like
He-
that's insane that his first film is that good.
Did
Yeah.
you know that he actually did some scenes in Akira?
Of course he did.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I rewatched
Goats.
Millennium Actress. Basically, to sum up the film, it's so hard to sum up a Satoshi Kon film, but basically, Millennium Actress is about this actress who is like, you know, past her prime. I think it's like 70-year career or something, and she films this documentary about her life, reflecting on her life and how she went into the acting industry because she met this random dude who she doesn't know the name of, doesn't even remember the face of, but it was basically her first love.
Okay.
When she was a child. And so she goes into the acting in a world in the hopes that she can get famous enough that the guy will recognize her on the big screen and that they can meet again, essentially. But what is so brilliant about this film is the fact that, like every Satoshi Kon film, he does this brilliant job of like mixing in different realms of reality throughout the movie. So it's like you watch a scene in Millennium Actress and you go, okay, is this just a scene out of a movie she acted in? Or is this a metaphor for what was going on in her real life at the time? Or is it actually a depiction of a reality?
English teachers be like.
No, but like, no. I mean, as cliche as it sounds though, like it is,
fun.
It's purely like that. And the way that like Satoshi Kon transitions into these scenes, like you could be getting used to one scene and then half a second later, it transitions into a completely different film. And the entire time you're like, is this a recreation of the movie she was in? Or is this her telling her story through the movies that she was in?
Yeah. I think one thing that makes him just a fucking genius in terms of like cinematography and just a storyteller is that the way he is able to transition between scenes is completely
unreal.
Seamless.
Yeah. It's
unreal. And he uses this in such an interesting way in films like Millennium Actress and Perfect Blue, where I think Millennium Actress she tells her life story, but she tells you see her life story through the lens of basically a movie, right? And it's got references to a lot of movies and a lot of different genres. So it's kind of this, you going in and out of reality, being like, oh, you're wondering if this scene that she's showing us is a movie that she acted in, or is it a scene that happened in her actual life? And there's no real, there's no real line between what is real and what is on film. But it's just the way he uses that as a way to tell her life story. It's just fucking genius.
Yeah, and it's this other brilliant thing. And I picked up so many new things about Millennium Actress I didn't pick up the first time around. Like, for example, like, the first half of the film, as she's telling her life story of like, I met this guy, I fell in love with him. I went to the big city to, pursue a career to, hopefully meet him one day. And I did all of these different kinds of movies and, built up these roles and went through these hardships of becoming a big actress. And then the second half of the movie uses those exact same scenes but in a completely different context. So basically, he somehow, as you get to know about this actress and the hardships which she went through in her real life, they then replay a lot of those scenes in the second half. But now you're looking at it through the lens of her real life off the screen.
Oh, I see.
And so, and so, like, for anyone who's watched Millennium Actress, literally the first scene of the film and the last scene of the film is the exact same scene. But the context behind it is completely flipped on its head.
It's pretty cool.
You watch the first scene and you're like, oh, this is a movie. This is in the context of a movie. She's in a spacesuit and she's going to space saying, I have to go and meet this person, right? And it's all in the context of a film, and it's in the context of a film. But then they reuse that exact same scene with the exact same dialogue, and now it means something completely different.
That's cool.
And he does it, I don't know how the fuck he did it, but he made that so seamless throughout an hour and 20 long movie. Like, it's not a long movie at all.
Man, remember when films used to be an hour and 20?
Yeah, right? Avatar 2 could never.
Take me back.
It feels so meaningless to be like, hey, this amazing experience. Give it a score out of 10.
Oh, fuck. I mean...
Is it like would you say it's like as close to a perfect film in your mind as it can get?
I'm beyond giving scores, actually. I'm beyond.
Well, it's like you explain this like amazing thing and I'm like, give score.
See, because like...
Give IGN score.
Give 8 out of 10, please.
It actually made me like want to make a video of like Satoshi Kon worst to best. But like, then I realized after watching Millennium Actress, I was like, he doesn't have a worst.
Yeah.
Like it's like literally the most perfect.
Why don't you say
filmography?
Best from bestest then?
Yeah, best to bestest.
Yeah,
best,
that's how you don't piss people off.
Least strongest.
Yeah.
Most strongest.
If I
implies any of them are not strong, which they are gone. So bestest to best.
bestest to
bestest to bestest.
Yeah, but like I just like, you know, I kind of just like rediscovered like why I love this guy's films, and even like the manga that
I thought
he
you
made
were
as
about
well.
to say I rediscovered why I love
Anime.
anime.
No, I always have that. Don't
Joe
worry.
could never.
I could never. But like it made me, and so like
You're gonna mention Chainsaw Man within the next 10 seconds.
yeah. Oh, by the way, Chainsaw Man 10 out of 10, obviously.
Okay.
I'm marking my wolf wolf.
They're staying here.
Then I was like, I also watched a new film this time. I watched this movie called Ride the Wave, which is Masaaki Yuasa's latest film. I say latest film because it came out in like 2021, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see it in cinemas.
I could be totally wrong. I thought that looked like ass. Am I crazy?
You think?
I saw the trailer and I thought, nah, dog, not for me.
No, I mean, I think.
Am I crazy?
I think out of like Yuasa's filmography, it's probably one of his prettiest films.
Wait, crap. Is he the guy who makes the same movie over again, or is it a different guy?
No,
That's Motoko
That's-
Shinkai.
that's-
yeah,
Makoto Shinkai.
he makes the same movie over
Yeah,
again.
Yes, yeah.
I can't watch his.
Yuasa is the one who did Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, okay.
Devilman
Yeah.
Crybaby, Ping Pong the animation.
Kaiba.
I feel like I
Kaiba.
saw the trailer for this film and I thought I don't get it.
Okay, I have two reactions when I see a Yuasa film.
Yeah.
My first reaction is,
What the fuck?
Okay, did someone rein him in with the plot for this? Because if you let Masaaki Yuasa do what he wants, it just goes a direction where you're like, I don't fucking know, man.
It
Like,
turns into Kaiba. That's what happens. It's like, what the fuck is this?
like I remember watching, I think it's, I can't remember the name of the film, Mind Game.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I
have
think-
to explain everything to me. By the way.
Brilliant.
Like, I've never heard of anime.
Okay, yeah. Mind Game, I don't even know how to explain that to someone who watched the film, let alone someone who hasn't watched the film.
All I can say is
Basically, he's
brilliant.
a batshit insane director.
Oh, he's
Okay.
insane.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
he makes batshit
gonna
insane films.
say some scenes of Mind Game that I remember out of context.
I mean, he made Devilman Crybaby, right?
Yeah.
So
and
I mean,
that Devilman Crybaby was what I think one of his works that made the most amount of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Okay.
even
So.
then.
Even then.
So Mind Game starts off with a guy confessing to a girl, and then I think the girl does something. He's in a bar, and then he gets shot, and then he dies, and he sees God, who is a goldfish, who gives him another chance at life. He reincarnates, and then he runs off, gets swallowed by a massive whale. And he lives in the whale's stomach for like months and months with an old man and a girl.
You're literally just bringing back memories of
What?
Mind Game. I was
And-
like, yes, that is in fact what happens.
And then they have this like dance scene. This will live rent free in my mind for ages. They have this dance scene where they have like massive poles coming out of their dicks. And they're playing like hula with it and some shit like that.
Oh my god.
And then at the end of the film, he escapes the whale. And that was spoilers for Mind Game. But is it really spoilers for Mind
No.
Game?
I don't think I have
just-
more.
It's like explaining the next JoJo part out of context. It's like still doesn't make sense.
Like that was all out of context.
Yeah.
Okay.
That made no sense in context.
I would
but-
say the Ride the Wave is probably I mean, I think with Mind Game, did he also co-write that?
I don't fucking know.
I hope
man.
he did. Otherwise, I'm worried for whoever wrote Mind Game. But basically, Ride the Wave is like, I would say it's probably one of the most like cohesive Yuasa films.
Right.
It's very straightforward. Just like it's a really cute film.
Yeah.
So basically,
You
like,
can make cute things.
yeah, I know. I was actually also surprised. I was like, it was so cute to the point where it didn't feel like a Yuasa film. But basically, the story is the main girl is this like surfer chick, and she meets this guy who's like a firefighter one day, and after he saves her from a house fire, and then they fall in love. That they get together, and then the guy, spoiler alert for Ride the Wave, the guy drowns from a surfing accident. And basically, she's really torn up about it because like that was like her first
This is a cute
love
film. What
and
the
everything. and then what happens is, that after that, she starts to see visions of him inside the water.
Yeah.
This is not very cute.
To the point where she can actually summon him in like a water form out in the real world and like
Right.
interact with him as if he was still alive. And it's basically this idea of like, it's called Ride the Wave because it's kind of like a double entendre of like, obviously riding the wave, like literally,
He's
like
a surfer dude.
Surfer dude, hell yeah.
Ride the
Sounds like
wave.
schizophrenia to
But
me.
it's also like riding the wave of like your life, of like, you know, stuff happens, shit happens, you miss that first wave, but the next wave is gonna come. So you know, you have to move on with your life. And it's a very simple, straightforward, like romantic drama. But obviously with like Yuasa aesthetics thrown into it. So like the character designs are very Yuasa. The animation style is just fucking whacked out because Science Saru was on some crack, as they usually are. And yeah, I'd say like it's definitely not like a Yuasa film, but it had hints of Yuasa, and I think it's probably the most like approachable Yuasa film, if that makes sense. Like I would show that over something like, you know, Tatami Galaxy or something.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I think some
newcomer.
of his most approachable stuff is probably Ping Pong, the animation, and Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah, I'd say it's more approachable than that, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say like aesthetics wise and just like theming wise, like if you've never heard of a Yuasa film, I'd be like, start off with this, and if you vibe with this, then you can go to like Ping Pong or Devilman Crybaby.
Why does he want his shit to be so ugly? I don't. Like, why is Ping Pong as ugly as it is? Is that like, on purpose?
I'd say so.
Is it to like wean out like fake normies?
I mean, it's just a fucking unique art style, and the
unique.
more I've watched anime, the more I fucking respect it.
No, I like it. I like it, but I just wonder, like, god damn, this is so ugly, like intentionally.
Yeah,
like why?
I mean, I think there are some pretty ugly moments in the story, you know, where you kind of like you have some characters that have this realization that life is just fucking shitty, man. Life ain't fair. Life ain't shitty. Sometimes it's fucking ugly, man.
I mean, after like, you know, you watch hundreds and thousands of shows and movies, like it's the ugly ones that you remember.
Oh my god!
You know?
Like I like with the amount of anime I like have watched over the past few years. The amount of light novel adaptations that look like a copy paste. I'm fucking tired of that shit, man.
It's like, oh, here's Kirito clone number 370.
Every light novel protagonist looks the fucking same.
Yeah.
And so do the waifus as well.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's always the same bright light novel-esque character designs, and there's no variation in it at all. And I just like seeing something like, you know, Ping Pong the animation, like Devilman Crybaby. It's nice just to see
refreshing.
something different sometimes. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.